and I'm with the press, and today I have a Chief Justice candidate, Tabby Palomo, and I wanted to know if I could ask you a few questions.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, my first question to you is, what motivated you to choose the judicial branch?
Well, I knew I wanted to go to YG, so I was looking through my options, and I realized that I've never heard a word about the judicial branch, and I wanted to try it out and see what it was about, and I love it.
My second question, how has being a part of the judicial branch changed your perspective on things such as government happenings and etc.?
Well, it really changes your perspective on court cases themselves, because you'll hear about a court case from time to time, and most of the time it's going to make you angry. But being in the judicial program, you serve as both attorney and justice, so you realize that what you do in that court case, the ruling of it, doesn't affect just that situation, doesn't affect just that person. It sets a precedent for the way society will act from then on. It changes whether we focus on, say, freedom or safety for our citizens.
Okay. What case has proved to be the most interesting so far?
Well, along with what I just said, between the freedom and safety issue, the case I'm working on it deals with that. A boy wrote a short story in which he, the shooter, kills and injures several clearly identifiable faculty and student members, as a short story focusing on the climate of fear that now surrounds our everyday society. And we have to decide whether his actions were permissible, whether we focus on his right to freedom of speech, or if we focus on the fact that he created a feeling of fear, a culture of fear in his school. So I feel like that's a really hard but really interesting case.
Has participating in the judicial branch made you want to be active in the government later in life?
Definitely. The judicial branch and YLA in general makes you want to change things. It gives you a taste of change. It gives you a taste of being able to make change, of being involved. And once you get that, you don't want to give it up. So even voting or being involved in city council meetings, doing something to improve your society, your community, that's something that you and I should always strive to do, and what I'm always going to do.
Okay. Last question. Would you recommend the judicial branch to other students? Why or why not?
Definitely. I brought a few new people in from my delegation to judicial this year, and it's a very close-knit family, so you walk in, you don't know anyone, but since we're such a small program, you walk out knowing every single face in person in that courtroom, and it gives you a real perspective on how our society works and what the court cases change in it.
Okay, that's all I have today. Thank you for your time, and this is once again Tabby Palomo, a Chief Justice candidate. Thank you.